NIBRI reports, because there are so many of them here, about 80 reports. This one, and I'm very glad to mention that this is a technical report on the collapsed school building of St. Academy at the school building in Jos. And it has recommendations. All buildings should have approvals before construction. That's a responsibility for professional bodies by this recommendation. The other one is there should be an urgent structural integrity assessment on public buildings. And I want to say that this should not just be restricted to Jos. This should be a routine exercise for public safety. This is a very strong recommendation. It is not for the 80%. It is for the 20% of professional bodies, that are supposed to regulate public building. The other one is there should be stiffer penalties against the professionals, clients, and quacks involved in the design and construction of any collapsed building. Engineer Nimot, I hope you're with us. Yes, can you hear? Which of these recommendations, you are the chairman of the NSA in Lagos, which of these recommendations do you routinely carry out, on any construction site?
So one of the recommendations that you said is that there should be a registered engineer to certify a project. So like the current registrar mentioned that the technical committee was operated in 2022, and my Dikeja branch is one of the champions that led this. And what we've been doing to date is that the technical committee, we go to sites, we don't wait for collapse to happen. We go to ongoing construction sites, taking random samples to certify the process and to ensure that they are actually carried out according to the Lagos State building permit process. So the Lagos State building permit process has been made simpler than the way it was before. You can start your registration process online, and it clearly states the process. Then you must submit your soil investigation reports. You must also pay some permits for the emergency rescue, for example, the safety commission, for example, and the various parts of the various sections that this will be paid has also been indicated. Then, in addition to this, about 2 years ago, the Lagos State Building Control Agency, LAPSCA, also started a process called the Certified Accredited Professional Process, where independent engineers will be assigned to projects that are more than 2 feet. And this is to promote a kind of PPP. We attended the workshop as a branch, we attended, and we also passed this information to our members, now registered as individuals. I mean, like individuals, private entities, support government. There are many agencies, but like Lagos State have over 50% of the building collapse that have been recorded in Nigeria. So the certified accredited professional also augments what current is doing. So in this process, our members are registered as a corporate organization working with government. The regulations that have been done, what needs to be checked. I mean, the process of ensuring that approval process are done. So it will start with, where is the approval, which you read in the recommendation. Then the soil investigation will be reviewed. So this team have the professionals in their consortium. So it's not a one-man consortium that has been recommended for the certified professional, but based on looking at what you did, is exactly the recommendation as an entity to register for the certified accredited professional. The state must have an architect, a builder, mechanical, electrical, and a safety person and a town planner in your consortium. So you assign buildings based on your locality and area of operation. You check the building. Then you now monitor the implementation. So when you go to sites, tick a green sticker that is placed on it, and it's to show you certified. So the certification will start from when the foundation implementation is commencing. They will come, review your design, and give you the permission to start the implementation. Then on each floor it's being done is something that I've been involved with, either accrediting, certifying a building, or also taking my project to go through this process. And just last month also, there is a workshop that now empowers, and it was widely published in the dailies, for on the numbers of over 90 accredited organization has been accredited across Lagos State. This to also augment what Lagos State is doing. So we're taking the recommendation, we are passing it on, and that's why we have the synergy with NSC, the State Technical Committee, and even in February also, current also have another workshop to now elaborate beyond building, because it's not only building collapse that we have, we also have infrastructure collapse, which majorly we attribute to the fact that our structural health monitoring system is not so effective yet. We only wait and look at visual assessment. So we need to go beyond visual assessment or wait for when the collapse is going to happen. We need to have a robust health monitoring system where we will have a database. Building, when it was constructed, what they are designed like. Some buildings are designed to last for 50 years, some are 100, and that's why we see some buildings that are being renovated, and that was the case of the collapse that happened over the weekend. It's an old building, but now being remodeled. So before remodeling it, what was the design year of such building, and what is the necessary process that needs to be put in place? Another thing that we also want to add is, irrespective of the level of volume of construction that is, you can engage those that are doing the construction and ask for the engineer in charge. The engineer in charge in this case, when you get their name, you can go to the NSC database. This will do a lot for our members when they are seeking employment or they are about to work on projects. The employer or their client will send us their certificate that we should validate this, and it's an open source. You can just go in there, put in the NSC number, and you will see the name and validate. Some we were not able to validate them, and we told the clients and the respective employer that they are not our members, they are forged certificates. So the systems are actually there, but I totally agree with what my colleagues and mentors have said, that there is a need for enforcement. Then the process of the whistleblowing also needs to be strengthened. That has really been effective. The case also less than 2 weeks ago in Bagada, somebody just did a viral video and LAPSCA came to the rescue. The building was pulled down. So it's the recommendation has always been very helpful. We've been passing it to the government, and we've also been working hand in hand with relevant agencies. There's also another organization, another body, that's Building Collapse Prevention Grid. They've been having meetings and the sensitization has been going on. They've also been enforcing, but it's a lot to do, I must say, speaking from perspective of Lagos, which is one of the fast-growing states in Nigeria, and everybody wants to have a space, but we can just keep trying to make Lagos State safe for everybody. So the recommendations, they always come, we always read them, and we always domesticate them across Lagos State and indeed Nigeria. So that's the bit that we've been able to do from the branch level with Lagos State, and the certified accredited professional is actively going on. So when you say a construction site, just look for that sticker to say you see it as certified, and if you don't see it, then it has not gone through the right planning approval process.
Well,
thank you.
Thank you.